Welcome back, guys. Today I want to show you how to clean your lens, and if you've got a DSLR, I'm going to show you how to clean the mirror and the prism above it, and then we're going to clean the sensor. Now this is on the Canon APS-C. So there's a few things you have to do. First, don't be terribly worried about cleaning your sensor. You need to be careful doing it, but you don't have to avoid doing it. There's a fine line. I'd rather do it myself than send it out and pay somebody money for something I know I can do myself. I've done it for years, but you just got to make sure you have the right stuff. So you got a kit. We've got a lens pen. I'll show you this in a minute. Then we have lens cleaner. You want to use the lens cleaner on the lens, the sensor cleaner on the sensor. And then we're cleaning APS-C, like I was saying. So you want to make sure you have an APS-C strip to clean it with. So the first thing, and you're going to need one of these. You do not want this. This is a big no. Never, never, never point this at your camera. It's this. Use this. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do everything right here, and then in a minute, I'm going to put it, when I go to do the sensor, I'm going to put the camera so that only the sensor is showing you guys why I clean it, so you can see how I clean it. But this first part's really easy. So you just take your little blower gun, spray it on the end of the lens. All right. Then I will take, you can put gloves on if you want. I'll put them on when I get to my sensor, but so then once we've got that done, we're going to take one of the cleaning cloths that comes in the kit, hit it with a few squirts of the spray, and we're just going to run it over the end of the lens, doing circular motion. This lens was pretty dirty when I got it out. So now we're running back over a little bit again. Then we'll go to the back. I don't see much on the back, but I'll run it over it anyway, just real quick. And you always want to use that blower first, because if you don't use your blower first, there's sand on there or something, you'll just scrape right across it, and you don't want that. That's not helpful. So our lens is now clean. So now I'm going to show you how to do the mirror and the prism, and then we will get to the sensor. So the first thing you want to do, turn your camera on, and you can see, as soon as you look in there, you can see the mirror, the prism's above that, and then you can lift up the mirror, and what you see behind that is the shutter. So behind that is the sensor. But let's clean the mirror and the prism first. So here, I'm going to take more of the spray, put a little bit more on the brush. I'm going to always hold this upside down, so you want stuff falling out, not stuff falling in. So hit that right there with the squeezy tube, whatever the thing's called, squeeze blower. I don't remember the name of it. And you just take it and just dab it around on that mirror. You'll see it kind of clean up. My prism is not dirty, but I'll run it over it anyway. Won't hurt it. So anyway, so you can see there, I just took the cloth in there and went over the mirror and the prism that was up above it. And then we can clean the eyepiece back here if you want. Take that cup off, take that piece off that's missing. Then you can get to it real easy and just run your finger right in there. Go with the viewfinder, it'll clean right up. So now we've got everything clean. Now we got to do the sensor. So what's really important on this camera, I'm on the Canon 30D right now, but it should be the same on any DSLR. You want to hit your menu button, and you want to scroll down till you see sensor clean. Right there. If you can see where it says sensor cleaning. Hopefully that focused for you guys. Now it's important that you set this on sensor cleaning, because when you hit the button, it's going to pop your mirror up and your shutter open. You want to make sure you've got an almost brand new battery in here, because if not, while you're cleaning your sensor, the mirror is going to come flying down on top of it, and that won't be good. So you don't want that. So you're going to make sure you've got an almost new battery. I do. It's full. I just took it off the charger. So I'm going to hit the button now, and it will raise the mirror up and open the shutter, and we'll clean the sensor. So let me move over to the other side where I can show you all up close. Okay, sorry about that. I almost forgot to show you how to use the lens pen. On one side, you've got a brush. You just push the button, the brush comes out. You can swipe it over the end real lightly after you've blown it off. And then if you're in a hurry, or maybe you're at a photo shoot, you don't have all the liquid cleaners with you. This has, I believe it's carbon, something to do with carbon on one side. Pulls out. So you see how that looks right at the little end? And then you just put that over the front of your lens and run it over in a circular motion until you get to the outside edges. Sometimes I usually carry these to weddings and stuff instead of carrying the whole kit, because you don't have time always to sit down and do it with drops and stuff. You got to let it dry and things. So, but anyway, that's all you need to do. A lens pen, you can get those for about $10. Carbon on one side and a brush on the other. So anyway, there you go. Okay, so as you can see, we have the camera right here laying on its back. I prefer it to be face down, but for the video, it makes it easier to do it like this. So when you're doing yours, you can hold it down like this if you want, but I'm gonna do it like this. So we go, take the camera, turn it on, hit the menu, scroll down till we see sensor cleaning. It's right there. I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up or not, but sensor cleaning. And you hit OK. And that opens the shutter and moves the mirror out of the way. And what you see down in there now is the sensor. So we're going to open this up. And like I said, you don't have to be worried to death about doing this. I know the first time I did it, I was worried too, but it's not really that hard. Just be careful. So I'm going to put like 3 or 4 drops on here. All right, so we've got that one side is wet now. So we're going to take this, we're going to put it down on the sensor, and we're just going to swab it across. Now I'm going to swab it across again, go in the same direction. Now I'm going to swab back the other way with the dry side. Swab back, and there you go. That's all there is to it, cleaning the sensor. So it's not hard. But just be careful when you're doing it. Try to keep stuff out of the way, and it is better if you can turn it over this direction. But for the camera, I want y'all to be able to see it. So, hey guys, I just want to take this second of your time. If you guys would please hit like and subscribe, it would go a long ways toward helping our channel and help us keep making these videos. Thank you. So there you go. That's all there is to it. You just saved yourself some money, and you learned a little bit more about your camera. So you can get these little cleaning kits on Amazon. Just make sure, because if you're like me, I've got full frames, I've got crop sensors, I got micro 4/3, got a little bit of everything. Just make sure the sensor cleaner that you get is size for the cleanser, that is the right size for the sensor. This again was an APS-C, so I got the APS-C sensor, or you'll get full frame and you get micro 4/3 cleaner. So just make sure you get the right size, because you don't want to wipe over it and not have part of it getting cleaned. Anyway, if we're helping you guys out, and I hope we did, y'all hit subscribe. If you have any questions, hit me in my email. Y'all have a good day.